What's up, guys? I haven't done 3x3 walkthrough solves in a long time, so I thought I'd go ahead and make a video on that. So let's get right into it. So for this scramble, what I see first is this cross piece is opposite of its center. We have this blue-white right here, which can be set up with this one right here, which is nice. And then we've got this one, which is kind of in an awkward spot, but we can deal with that. So what I would do is R, U, and then F, which sets these two up. And then these two are opposite as well. So then we can do D prime, R prime, F prime. And now we have our cross offset by a D2. This pair is actually solved back here, but I probably wouldn't have seen that in a solve. So go ahead and do the D2. And then the first thing I see is this pink, white, blue, and I think the edge is back here. So we'll go ahead and do this one. And then while I'm doing that, I also notice that this pair is here. And it would probably make more sense to do this pair first, actually, because this corner will be preserved. So we'll go ahead and do that. Insert that. And then we can go ahead and do this one. So the look ahead for that would have been really easy. I see the green oranges right here. So while I'm doing this pair, I'm going to take note of that. Pair those up and insert in the back. Then we have these two right here. And again, as I'm seeing these in a solve, I probably wouldn't change it as much, but we can do a pretty neat trick right here. So we can do kind of a keyhole thing with the edge already done and the corner right here. So I'm going to offset this by a D and insert the corner. And then when we pair it back, it'll put in. So I actually really like using this trick, and it's something I do in solves because I don't like doing U2 and then pairing it up. I really don't like L moves, so to me, doing a couple R, U, and D moves is better than U and L. And the bright side with doing it this way is that these two will actually pair up. So we'll do D, insert this, and these two pair up at the same time. So that's kind of just a happy coincidence there and a neat little trick that we got to do. So go ahead and do U2, insert the pair, and then we will do OLLCP. This one is pretty easy. It's just anti-soon, and then F sexy F prime. So that's a neat little trick. And then crappy PLL, got a Z perm. All right, so for this scramble, we have the pink white right here, green white right here. So I know right away that I can put these two down like this, and then we could solve them. So that's a nice little start right there. And then we have the orange and the white blue right here. So I know I can do these exactly how I said, and then we can finish the cross off with an L2 F prime. And while I'm doing that, I am trying to see my first pair. So I know this corner right here is going to end up over here because all we're doing is an F prime R, which moves it right there. So we'll do that. F prime R, D, and then L2 F prime. And I saw that the cross edge was going to be here, so we'll go ahead and do that first. Next thing I saw was the green-red piece right here. And from here, I don't see anything else because we solved this pair to the front right. It probably would have been better to rotate, but so we'll go ahead and just do a Y2 just to put that in the back. I see the pair right here. We'll go ahead and do that. We have the orange-blue right here. Solve that to the front. And then we have the same exact pair for green-orange. Easy OLL, and then R perm. All right, so on this scramble, we have the cross pieces kind of all over the place. You can see this orange-white's flipped in place. We've got blue-white flipped in place on the opposite center. We've got the green-white and pink-white right here. So the cross pieces are kind of all over, but the solution for this is actually kind of nice. So what I would probably end up doing is doing the green, white, and orange white at the same time. So if I do this, it puts them offset and we can fix them with a D. And one thing I'm noticing is that this pair is right here and it will stay preserved and fixed when I do this. So if I do those moves, you can see the pair stays fixed, which is really nice. So that means as long as I don't do any more L or U moves, this pair will stay exactly where it is, which works out because when I do that, the pink white's going to go right here and the blue white is going to go here. So we'll start that like that. Pair is still preserved, and then we have these two right here. And so this worked out, and I didn't see this, but we're actually going to get an X cross, and I guess it'll technically be a double X cross because we can solve this at the same time. But so here, these pair up. And then while I'm finishing this pair, we have this one. So I was going to insert like this, but that breaks up this pair. So in this case, I just got really lucky and another pair got formed. So in a solve, I definitely would not have seen all of this. There's no way. It just would have been happening too fast. But for the sake of just showing you cool tricks, we can go ahead, insert this right here, then insert this one right here. And I see the last pairs back here, so instead of rotating and having this, I also knew all my edges were going to go ahead and orient. So I would just insert this with F moves right here, and then do this. And I'm pretty sure we'll skip OLL. We did, and then just a G perm. So that was a really ridiculous example of a solve. We changed what I was going to do probably 4 times in that, but that was a pretty cool solution. All right, so for this cross, orange-white is done, and then I immediately see that we have blue-white, pink-white, and we could do something where you offset the cross like this and solve all of these relative to each other, so they could all just be fixed with a D move like that. So what I would probably go ahead and do here is just offset, put these down, fix, and then just rotate and insert this last one. And as I'm doing that, I saw this orange-blue pair go back here, and the edge is back here as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to rotate this way to solve the pair in the back left slot instead of doing it in the front right, because in the front right slot, we don't need this information anymore. So if you do it in the back, then you can see all the stuff in the front. So we don't really need that to be in the front. So solve that to the back. And I saw that this pair was going to go ahead and pair up. So we'll insert this in the back. And now our last 2 slots are in front, which is really nice. So we don't have to worry about the back anymore. So I see this down here and these 2 as well. Those aren't good. And just by reducing the number of cases we can have, I see this is a yellow edge, this is a yellow edge, and this is orange. And I know that this is a blue-pink, so I know the only other edge is going to be this one. So I would go ahead and do these because this is a really bad case. So pair those up, you 2, do this one, and I would probably just rotate back here to do some EO. So F, inverse sexy F prime, and then insert the pair. Another easy OLL, U2, G perm. All right, so on this scramble, I see orange-white is paired here. We've got these 2, which are solved relative to each other, so that's always nice. And then I see green-white back here. So there's probably a lot of ways you could approach this, and what I'm about to do I probably don't think is the best, but I imagine it's what I would end up doing in a solve, is offset this right here so we can do these 3. And then before I fix that, I'm going to solve the green-white back here. And during this whole time, I saw the green-orange-white corner here, and I know it'll still be on top when I do this. So we'll go ahead and fix my cross. Went the wrong way. And then since I tracked this, I'm going to be looking for this edge next. So we'll go ahead and do this one. Pair these up. And then next thing I see would either be these 2 or these 2. I like this pair a little more, and I think it'll actually set this one up just to be a little more convenient if I do these first. So this one will be a little more convenient. When I insert this one, it's going to set up here. So we could go ahead and cancel into that. And then do these 2. And then these 2 right here. OLL. And then U-perm. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know during a lot of that I was kind of changing what I was doing mid-solve. The idea behind that was just to show more tricks rather than something I would specifically do, in hopes that doing more tricks will show you something that you may not have seen before. So if you guys enjoyed that, let me know by leaving a like down below, and I will see you guys later.